Hey, I'm Tyler Boronski alongside Riley Greene of the Detroit Tigers. Fresh off a home run yesterday off Sandy Alcantara. Second game of the series here. A good year for you guys so far, obviously. It wasn't always the case. You know, when you came up in 2022, you're on those teams went below 500 record, not making the playoffs. Obviously a different story the last couple of years. How have you seen kind of the interest around Comerica Park and just Tigers fans as a whole these last, say, year and a half compared to, you know, when you first came up?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the Tigers fans have always been there. You know, they're always there to support us no matter what, whether we were, you know, playing below 500 or, you know, winning a bunch of games. You know, they were always there. So, yeah, it's, you know, it's awesome to be a Tiger and it's awesome to have that fan base.
It's been probably your best offensive campaign. What would you credit to, you know, the success so far?
I mean, there's a lot of different things. You know, the hitting guys, you know, my hitting guy back at home, you know, just, you know, there's a bunch of different things. And, you know, I would also say just staying healthy too, you know, having a full year. You know, it's not over yet. We got a few games left, but, you know, staying healthy and, you know, just staying on the field.
You got to ask on the flip side, obviously the strikeout numbers, and then setting the single season record for a Tiger yesterday. Obviously, if you knew the answer,
Yeah.
If you knew the answer, I know you would obviously fix it. But what do you like? Just in your conversation with your hitting coaches, like pinpointing to, you know, why that's maybe been the case. It's just the high.
To be honest, nobody cares about the strikeouts. You know, if I'm not putting the ball in play and I'm not, you know, doing what I'm doing, then maybe it's an issue. But you know, to be honest, I don't care. You know, obviously I want to, you know, work on it and, you know, get better at it. But it is what it is, and we can't change it now. So, you know, just move ahead and, you know, just try to keep doing what I'm doing.
What's it like to play for A.J.? Someone that we'll never get to experience what's like to be in a clubhouse with him and to be led by a guy like that.
Yeah.
What's the experience been like for A.J.?
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, just showing up every night and knowing that he's leading us into games and, you know, trusting every move that he makes. You know, it's awesome, and he's going to put us in the best possible position every night to win a baseball game. So it's pretty cool.
I know you grew up in Florida, the other side, up in Orlando area. What was it like, you know, growing up here, the competition? You know, obviously people talk about Florida's a hotbed, you know, Texas, Georgia, those type of states. But I mean, what was that like, you know, playing baseball year-round here?
Yeah, I would say it's pretty good. You know, the competition here is pretty elite, and I feel like it's never easy here. You know, in high school we're facing the guy throwing 95, or, you know, travel ball. Everyone's really good. Everyone comes here for travel ball tournaments. So, you know, the competition here is pretty good.
Who do you remember facing like as a kid that now you play against in the big leagues? I know we got like he's a Florida guy on that side.
Yeah.
Vaughn Grissom you played with, I think, growing up.
Me and Vaughn went to school together.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I played against Bobby Witt Jr. a lot with the Royals.
Yeah,
he was incredible. He still is incredible. Yeah, you know, there's a bunch of different guys that, you know, were in our class, you know, coming up that are in the big leagues now. So it's pretty cool.
Last one for you. What have you been happy about that you guys collectively have been able to show, as obviously, you know, October's looming, you know, playoffs are around the corner. You guys are in good position for that. So what have you been happy about with what this team has shown?
I think you know, we're never out of the fight. You know, this team knows that we're never out of the fight until that last out is made. And, you know, I just feel like we're always grinding and, you know, we're always in it. And, you know, that just speaks to this team, because we could be down by 5, 6, 7 runs going in the ninth, but we know that, you know, we always have a chance. So.
All right, Riley, thanks so much. Good luck the rest of the way.
I appreciate it.
Hey, yeah, I be flying with the angels every day, yeah. I play this fool, but life is great, fam. Ooh, I work 60 hours a day, man. Yeah, I'm built to grind, it's my escape plan.